What bothers me, and I could literally probably count the seconds before an incident like this becomes politicized. And that part of it I never like, because that's not going to bring back lives. And then I always ask the question, when something like this happens, what is your plan? What do you do? I have a personal security plan. I train in mixed martial arts. I've been a big believer in the Second Amendment for a long time, with the prayer that I never would ever to use it.
All right, so Sean Hannity is saying the way he would handle a mass shooting is through mixed martial arts. Let's see how the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, would handle it.
This is a dark time in America. We have a lot of problems, and we're really, really hopeful and prayerful. Prayer is appropriate in a time like this, that the evil can end and this senseless violence can stop. And so that's the statement this morning on behalf of the entire House of Representatives. Everyone wants this to end, and I'll leave it there.
There he is, folks, your new leader for the Republicans in the House. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, says the best way to get rid of gun violence is through prayer. So just a lot of this, and eventually it'll all go away. These guys have amazing solutions. Let's see how the press secretary for the Biden administration handles it.
And we should not have weapons of war in our communities, in our schools, and anywhere in our communities. And this is an epidemic. This is a gun violence epidemic. And the time is now to act. And here's the thing, Speaker Johnson and all of the members on the Hill, Republicans in Congress, they have the ability to stop this. They have the ability to put forth legislation to deal with this issue. They can change this. They can help save lives. And we're just not going to take, it's great to hear thoughts and prayers. We obviously want to give the families who are dealing with this tragedy, and the victims who are clearly dealing with this tragedy, obviously we want them to make sure that they know that they're in our thoughts and prayers. But that's not enough.
Finally, someone with an answer. Karine Jean-Pierre says we have a gun epidemic. I think we've had it for a long time, but at least she's not coming up with mumbo jumbo. Let's see how Lindsey Graham handles it.
The common theme here is mental health, right? I was in the hospital for a couple of weeks. How did the Army Reserve unit not know about this? That's what. How did he stay in the Army Reserve? How did it not get up the chain of command that, this guy's got problems? So that's what I'm interested in. Where did the system fail in terms of the Army?
And there's Lindsey Graham saying it's a mental health issue. Why didn't the Army Reserves, where the shooter in Maine was part of, why didn't they realize that this guy had mental health issues and let other authorities know and stop him from going out and shooting a lot of people? Well, I think one of the reasons is because Republicans don't want background checks. They don't want anyone to know that someone's got mental health problems, and it should stop them from getting guns. They don't want any restrictions on guns at all. Republicans are like, la-di-da, pray, martial arts, that's all we need. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's just the stupidest, dumbest thing in the world. They say the best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. The problem is the bad guy with a gun usually shows up when no one's expecting him, like this guy did in Maine, kills 18 people, and then goes on the run and was chased down by hundreds of good guys with guns. There was police, there was authorities all looking for this guy. It took hundreds of people with guns looking for this guy to finally find him, and he killed himself. So there's just no logic. It's just mumbo jumbo. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, is a creationist. He believes that the earth was started 6,000 years ago by God. He actually believes that. And so that's the guy who thinks we should pray away gun violence. We should also probably pray away cancer. We could pray away COVID if it ever comes back again. We should probably we could pray away baldness. We just pray away baldness. We all have hair, and that's how it's going to work. Right, Mike Johnson? Just pray it all away. And then Sean Hannity is pretending that if we all trained in mixed martial arts, we could stop a dude coming in with an semi-automatic AR-15. It ain't going to happen, Sean. It's the dumbest thing, and they keep saying it's for freedom, it's for the Second Amendment, it's believing in our ability to defend ourselves against the government. The government ain't coming after you, bro. You went after the government. You guys stormed the Capitol January 6th and tried to go after the government, and the government had to stop you from taking down democracy. They almost took down democracy and instilled a dictator in Donald Trump because they are paranoid and they think someone's coming for them. No one's coming for you. You and all your guns, your tens and hundreds of guns and all your ammo, no one's coming for you. And if they do come for you, they're coming with jets. All right? So you ain't going to be able to stop it. So the point is, we have a gun problem. And Congress doesn't want to deal with it. The Republicans don't want to deal with it. And it's unfortunate because now that we've got this Speaker of the House that's a nut job, Mike Johnson, it ain't going to be, there's going to be no gun legislation passed in the very near future. And every time there's another massacre, they're going to say, let's pray it away. When Sandy Hook happened and someone got into a school and killed a bunch of kids, they didn't try to deal with it. They turned it into a conspiracy theory with guys like Alex Jones saying that those were all actors trying to pretend like the kids were shot. They weren't really shot. And that those parents who were suffering and mourning, they were actors. And now Alex Jones has had to pay for it years later through the courts. But they continue. They continue their stupidity, and it's just ridiculous. And we're the only country in the world that has this happen all the time. Why is that? Why is that? They go, well, if we took away the guns, they'd do it with knives. I doubt a guy could walk in somewhere and mass kill people with a knife and get away. That's when maybe a good guy with a gun could stop a bad guy with a knife. That might work. That might work. Mental health issues do exist. Yes, we should spend more money on the mental health problem in America. The Republicans don't want to spend money on that either. So their solution is learn mixed martial arts, pray, and it'll go away. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I really don't. I'm Maz Jobrani. I'm a comedian, believe it or not. I do stand-up comedy. I'm touring all over the country. Come check me out. Go to mazjobrani.com and come check out. We'll have some jokes, and maybe we can laugh it away. Maybe we can laugh some of these disasters away, at least for an hour, hour and a half. Just laugh and get our minds off of it, because if you're going to count on the Republicans to do anything, they ain't doing crap, bro.